Hey guys, I don't know if anybody's here. I'm doing a live today. I think it's my first one that I've actually done on a video. So if you're here, let me know. My first one that I've actually done on a video. Okay, hold on a minute. So if you're here, we have to shut off the sound over here. I'm not quite sure how this works, but I am trying to be able to read your comments because I'm going to need help putting things together today. So, we are trying to figure this out. So give me a second as I figure this out. Is that you, Holly, saying hi? Hey guys, say hi. So I know that I'm actually doing something right. I think we're lagging a little bit on one computer. Ah, cool. Alrighty. So welcome back, you guys. We've got a few watchers coming on. I don't really care how many people are on here. I could use any help and all help. So, as you know, we got back from the beach. And again, I'm going to tell you it's been crazy because that's my life. It's just absolutely crazy. Hi, Melly. Ah, you'd be perfect because you put together earrings all the time. So yes, we're home now. It has been crazy since then. We got home on Wednesday. My husband sold my beloved trailer. I'm so upset about that. If you guys want to see the trailer that we had, it is a 2020 Montana high country. And it was absolutely beautiful, plush, because he lived in it for a couple of years and he sold it. He wanted to buy a toy hauler, which means putting an ATV in the back. So I'm pretty upset about that, but there's really not a whole lot I can do. And then my son's girlfriend's been here since the day we got back, and she just left yesterday. So this is like the first day that I've actually been alone. So I wanted to show you what I did, and then we're going to put some earrings together. I don't have anything for you guys. My first day back, and I thought I can make a video of something new. Yeah, that didn't work. So these are some roses that I made last week. I think you saw them. These were made with the molds, little rose molds. And the only earrings that I have finished so far this morning are these, and I'm really happy with them. I think they're so cute. So I took those roses and I took them on our screen. Aren't those adorable? Please tell me those are adorable. Yeah, I know, men. It literally pisses me off. I mean, I didn't go on too many camping trips with him because he likes to go in the middle of nowhere so they can take their Can-Am and their razors out. And I don't like being in wide open spaces where I can't get help. So I wasn't in it as much as I should have been. But when I was in it, it was just great. Makita had plenty of room to walk around. It was the one that had two slides for the living room and then a slide in the bedroom, and it had the island in the middle with the sink. And so you had so much room it was like a home, and I loved it. But anyways, we'll get off of that because yeah, we'll see what the toy hauler looks like. He'll be bringing it tomorrow. But these are the earrings that I've got so far. So I took those roses, I put them on there. This is that other cutter that I had that was an imprint. And all I did was paint with acrylic paint in the middle of those. So you have two different kinds. Okay, so that's what I've done. And, all right. So I don't know what to do, guys. I've got a stack, and I mean literally a stack of earrings here. And this isn't even all of them. This is like not even a third of them. I've got so much. But you all have been talking about these with the fans, and everybody thinks I should put like a black bead on top. So, what do we do? Do we do a black round bead? Do we do like more of a flat bead? I got you plugged in here, so let me move the cords around. Let me grab some black that I have, and you can help me decide. So I have disc beads, I have round beads, I have beads coming out of my ear. I have some big ones, and then I have stuff like this. And this is another thing why I don't like doing lives, guys, is because I don't even know what I'm doing. You use the skull head. You know, I don't have a whole bunch of skull cutters. I have a few. And I have some Day of the Dead ones. But I just haven't been able to get a really nice cutter made. So I'm still working on that. Because I like the Day of the Dead ones. I don't know if that's what you were using. A rondelle, huh? You like wide open spaces or you hate wide open spaces? I'm showing in portrait. You know I am. Let's see if I can turn that. I don't know, guys, if I can turn it around. It's on my phone as landscape, but it is on my laptop as the other way. So let me see if I can turn that. Again, I've never done this. I'm not really quite sure how to do it. And if I do this, this is just going to turn it to see the ceiling, which we don't want to see. I wonder... Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to change that. All right, hold on. I'm going to be flipping you around here. I can't believe I'm live too. I don't even know why I'm live, honestly. I'm trying to figure out how to turn you guys around. I just don't know how to do this. Which is why I don't do live. But you gotta learn, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. But unfortunately, guys, all I can seem to do is get portrait mode. If I turn it over on my phone, we're good. But it's not turning it... it's not turning it on the computer, is it? Anybody know how to do it? It looks good right there. Okay, well, we're going to leave it right there then. And drop you because orientation is locked. Let's see if I can rotate device back. Oh my gosh, this is more of a hassle than anything, I think. All right, let's try that again. So, how's it looking now? Better? So, are we in landscape mode? Thank you, Sherry. Nope. I'm really lagging. So, you guys are seeing a while ago. You're not seeing what I see right now. Same as it was. Well, I don't know how to fix that. Why does YouTube not give me the way to fix it? You can still see? Okay, well you're lagging because what I'm looking at on the computer is not what I'm seeing in front of me. So sorry about that. I will try and keep this at least close. So somebody said rondelle. I don't think I have any rondelles that are going to be big enough for this. It's just crazy. So here's a rondelle. All right, let me go ahead and get some wire. And this is white and black. So we are going to go... We're going to go 20 gauge silver. Yeah, I'm fixing the computer. So everything's going to be a little bit backwards, guys. Sorry about that. This may not work. It's something I'm going to have to play with and learn, I guess. So I don't want to do... wire wrap on the bottom. So I'm just taking a 20 gauge and we're going to add some silver. Yeah, it's my first day that I've been alone, and I'm still having a hard time trying to figure everything out here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but California's had quite a few earthquakes, which is normal, but I don't know, the lady from the professionals are thinking that something else is going to happen. I'm not quite sure what that means. I've been waiting for the big one since I was a little kid. I've been through quite a few big ones growing up. My mom and my sister were really affected by the Northridge earthquake in '94. My sister's house literally imploded. Her sink was like kindergarten level in the kitchen. All the walls came down. All the windows in our house blew out because it contracted, and yeah, it was pretty bad. All right, so I'm just going to put this, and I'm not putting a wrap on the bottom because I think that looks funky when it's hanging. All right, so somebody said rondelle. So I might have to go smaller jump ring. Okay, so there's like 2 rondelles. How's that look? Thanks. I don't think we'll slide in the ocean, but I'll tell you, people have been talking about it, and everybody hates California, so they're ready for us to basically go off into the ocean and split up. Trust me, I'm not a big fan of California politics, but as far as the state, come on, I love it. I mean, everything you want is right here. You want to go to the beach, it's an hour away. You want to go to the lake, it's about an hour away. You want to go in the mountains and ski, from where we are is about 30 minutes away. You want to go into the desert, well, here I am. You want to go into a hotter desert, it's 2 hours away. I mean, it's California, it's beautiful. The people are just messed up. Not me, though, right? I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I'm kind of in the middle, but I do kind of go to the conservative side. But when I vote either Democrat or Republican. I just vote for the person that I like the best. I voted for Clinton. Didn't vote him for the second term. I actually voted for Obama. I didn't vote for him in the second term. So I kind of go back and forth. I did vote for Trump the first time. And I don't know what I'm doing this year. Do I want Kamala? No, 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 no. I don't know why. I just don't like her. She used to be a prosecutor for California. She wasn't very good. So I really don't like her before. So I don't know what I'm doing this year. Okay, so this is the rondelle, and then we have just a regular big bead. Which one would you guys suggest? If I can lay these down. I mean, they both kind of look good. So we have one vote for the big bead. So I remember the 70s. I think I was 9 years old, and we lived in Van Nuys. I don't know if you know much about that one. My husband came from Somar, And his mom actually worked at the VA hospital in Fillmore, the one that was pretty much destroyed. That one was interesting. I actually thought of Fred Flintstone on top of a dinosaur. I thought the dinosaur was picking up the house. Hey, I was 9 years old. I remember it was a Tuesday. I remember I had Girl Scouts that day and I was supposed to bring the cookies. And instead, we sat in front of the TV all day waiting to be evacuated because we were close to a dam. And then I remember our dad taking us around town to basically look at all the damage. So there was 71. The one about the San Francisco one with the World Series, my husband was on the Nimitz Freeway 10 minutes before the earthquake hit, and he was on the bottom part. 10 minutes later, he would have been trapped underneath the freeway that collapsed on top of the other freeway. Um, so that was interesting. That was what? That was like August. I think that was 87, maybe. I remember I couldn't contact him for a long time. And then, of course, Northridge. I thought Northridge was here. That's how hard we were hit. Um, and you couldn't get to my mom's. We couldn't get anywhere down in the valley because our freeway is the one that collapsed. And we had a CHP or a sheriff guy that was going to work, didn't know that the freeway collapsed. He was on a bridge and he went off the bridge and died. The freeway is now named, but every time I go anywhere, I always get nervous driving over those bridges because of that. All right, so 3 small. We got 1 big bead, 3 small. I like 2 beads. Sparklies. No, I don't think I have any sparklies. The light bead in between, huh? A light bead in between the rondelles. So this light bead in the middle, ooh, wouldn't that be too much? Too heavy? I have so many beads. I have so many beads. I don't have any of them out, but I have a whole lot of beads. And why is this one not going? I picked one that doesn't go through. Are you kidding me? So we're working on new cutters, but I think we're going to be focusing on just making simple earrings. And what I mean by that is just the cut and go earrings. Please tell me I didn't grab that same one. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to make a longer wire, but you guys like that? Is that what you're talking about? Something like that? That might be a little too high. Your cousin was in Rosito. Yeah, they got hit pretty good too. Was that the 71? Isn't it sad I know all the dates? February 1971 was the somewhere. January 2017, I think, was the Northridge. So is this too much? I mean, I can also just do, I don't think I put just this one on there, or did I? I kind of like the big and I kind of like the rondelle. I think I have 2 of these. So I could do one of each. See, I like the black on top. It's like you can't really see the white. What other black do I have? See, somebody sees this as a moth, and I've had other people tell me it looks more like Aztec, kind of tribal. I don't curl wire very well. I do have black wire, but I don't think I can make great antennas. And I don't think I can pause you guys, can I? All right, let me go ahead and see what other black I have. I have a bunch of check beads, but I've cut so much. Now, what happens if I did the two black rondelles, but put a white in between that? Here's some round ones. Well, we'll play around and see what we got. I've already got a mess here. What's a little bit more? I think this is going to be, believe it or not, too big of a round bead. Okay, so you can do that too. So far we got that, and we have this. We have the two rondelles. I don't know. I'm kind of liking that one with the white. Let me see if I have anything small. Okay, so we have that simple black one. Melly, did you get your order yet? Yeah, no, I do like I either like the really black big one, or something like that. Red bead? Oh, I've got red. I can try that too. That would give it a pop. Do I have red beads? I do have red beads. I've got a big red bead, mid red beads. Let's try a big one here. Ooh, this is a really big red bead. So that's a big red. Okay, well, yeah, it does seem kind of bad. If I had like a flat one, and I sell check beads on my Me and the Mutts page, and I have a ton of check beads, but pulling those out would be a nightmare. You know how I make beads at the seat of my pants? That's what I'm doing today. All right, and that one looks a little too small. Here, I'm going to have to put this on the bigger one. I cut that one a little too small. Yeah, something about that I don't like. This is where I have my issues, as you can see, is just putting things together. Not big red, all right. And for those of you that just came in, these were what we did with those skull beads. We put some roses on top, and there we go. We're just dropping everything today. Now I could also do, no, see, I don't want to do a rose on that because that just takes away from the theme. All right, so far, I am liking the rondelles, and I am liking the, but I see what you guys are saying. There's just something missing right here. It's just maybe just too small for that. And I think those are my biggest rondelles that I have. We're gonna try this just for the heck of it. So this weekend I've got to go help my brother move. Or not move, I'm helping him pack up to move. Looks like he's going to be living with us for a little bit. Ugh. So I don't know how that's going to work. Again, there literally goes my time to do anything, because I can't do anything when anybody's home. And my son's looking for a house, so his girlfriend was here. Like I said, she just left yesterday. And I have no problem with her, but again, I can't do anything when people are here. So it may be a while that I actually get into tutorials again. Alright, so let's put this on this just to see what it looks like. Okay, would it be too long? Somebody asked. We're looking at about 2.5 inches by doing it with an ear wire. I do have a post, and that would probably be better. Let me grab those. Oh, if I can find them. Well, I can always change those later. And then I'm going to cut this anyways. And then we can see them actually hanging up. I mean, either way, they're going to look fine. But I might have to literally make some glass rondelles, because I do have some that would make them a little bit wider in diameter. Out of all the earring posts I use, I love these with that little triangle shape. These are from Fire Mountain, but they're balanced earring hoops. And they really do balance your earrings so they don't tilt forward or backwards. Okay. Hopefully I didn't put that on backwards. So there's what we got. I think I like the big one. What do you guys think? It's not that it's noisy. It's just, you know me, I don't feel comfortable making videos. I don't know. I'm not that person that enjoys being on camera, that enjoys showing their face and stuff like that. So I think when people are here, I feel funny because I'm basically talking to myself. And I could just see somebody opening up the door and go, "What are you doing? Who are you talking to?" and stuff like that. There would always be that noise. And then my studio is the last bedroom next to the garage. And so there's people coming in and out, they're slamming the doors, and it just, yeah, I just don't feel comfortable. Even in front of my family, it's just weird. Yeah, I can't explain it. I just feel really funny. But I'm gonna have to start doing it when he retires. I can't stop doing what I do because of that. So I'm gonna have to just shut my door and say, I'm making a video, they'll all be with their ear towards the door, right? Leave me alone for a while. So that's why it's a little crazy. Yeah, well, I'm an old coot, but um, yeah, it's just weird. It's self-confidence, I guess. I do have a little bit of self-esteem issues, I'm sure. And then you got all your designers that are so perfect with their videos and stuff like that, and everything comes out, and it's just easier for them. And I'm not trying to compete with anybody, but I also don't want to sound like an idiot. And now with my brother here, I think he'll be okay. I'm just going to tell him, leave me alone. Go look for a job. He's having a really hard time finding work. He found one that's like on the beach, but he can't afford to live on the beach. So I told him, well, just move a few, 10, 15 miles away to where you're not right there on the beach, but you're not far from it. So basically the beach is kind of towards not quite Santa Barbara. It's a town called Ventura. Oh, and we drove by Meghan and Prince Harry's home. We didn't actually go to their home, but we went down the street that they actually live on. That's in Montecito, so that would be Ventura. I think it's Santa Barbara, and then Montecito after that, and then where we go to the beach is Pismo, which is maybe about 30 minutes from where they live, and Oprah and Ellen, and such a beautiful town, such a beautiful town. So I took video going, look, look. But we didn't see anybody. We didn't stay through that long. We just kind of drove through. And then there's an area that we go through, wine country. Because it's Central California when you get to there. So you've got not quite as far as Sonoma, where a lot of the wine's made. But boy, a lot of grapes. And yeah, it's just really beautiful places to live. And that's my dream, is to get on the beach. But I don't want to get right on the beach because I don't want to be in fog all the time. And it was actually clear. We didn't see any whales this time, though. A lot of dead crabs. And I think they had red algae, which gives you that beautiful blue bioluminescence. Kind of glow in the dark blue waves because of the plankton in the water. But I know that a seal washed up on the beach where we were at. Not when we were there. I just saw it on Facebook the other day of a sick seal because of that red algae. And I'm like, we had Makita in there swimming. But she hasn't shown any signs of discomfort or anything, so that's good. But yeah, she was funny. See all these labs in there, people are throwing their balls, and the dogs are jumping and running through the waves, and she's just like, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. She can't run anymore. So she had fun, though. Oops, I knew I was going to do that. I always do that at least once, right? I put this on backwards. All right, so we got one earring down. I don't want to be on live for too long, so maybe we'll do one more. I'm going to have some bugs to work out. I'm going to try and figure out how to get this to portrait for you guys. Or not portrait, landscape. And then maybe, once we get the hang of it, I think I'm going to do that right there, right? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Just turn you around, right? All right, so we went for the big on this one. You like? Hi, Dragon in Dresses. Your dream is to live on beach. I think that's all of our dream. You can't have high blood pressure on the beach. You just can't do it. Everything is so calm, everything is so laid back. And it's a small town, so basically our campground is like this huge area right here. And then the beach obviously is right here. And there's a restaurant, there's a laundromat, there's an arcade, the pool, and a general store right in front of us. So we never even have to leave the campground. But you just walk out of the campground and you're in like a small town. Like it reminds me of I used to live in Prescott, Arizona for a while. And it's just a small town feel, not like parallel parking. You park, like your stores are here and you park sideways. Kind of like your old western towns, and just a ton of restaurants and surf shops, and it's just the people are just nice because they have nothing to be upset about. They're not in the city, you know. They're they're calm, they're collected, and it makes it really nice. But unfortunately, our time has ended there. We're gonna have to go again, at least a couple more times while Makita can still walk really well. I'm trying to find another earring here. All right, so we have these. And I know a couple have asked about what I do in the middle of here. This one looks different, but nope, they're the same. So we're going to drill a quick hole in here. It's going to get loud, sorry. And usually I go where the triangle, the point is. I try and go somewhere right there in the center of it. That way you've got a little bit of room on both sides. Oop. And then they pretty much match up to the other one. I've got some new shapes. This one I kind of messed up with. Was playing with it. So that's one. And I was painting. I was telling you how to do it in a video that you will never see. Yeah, see how ADD I get? It's like, oh, squirrel. All right, let me show you them. And I know it's messed up. You know what? We're going to turn it like this. And I'm sure it's probably going to stick inside, but hopefully it'll come out easy. Yeah, I know it's not perfect, but so I was looking at these going, they're really cool the way they are, but you could also I think I'd go thin. And no, this isn't perfect, but you could take like another strip really thin, and just put it on top like that. So I know it's hard to see because I did kind of over press it. But those are fun. That's what I want to concentrate on for the probably rest before the show starts, is just cutouts. Basically cookie cutter earrings. Like these. Just basically cut, sand, and put on. No more of the Makumigani and all that stuff because I've got so much. But if you want to bring in people to your booth, just cut out ones. These are, I hate these because of the green. Your gourds. I have some pumpkins. Throw a charm on it. But you don't have to do anything to them, and you just put them up there for like $10. And they see $10 and they're going to walk up to your booth. Once they walk up to the booth, they'll start looking at all the other ones that you have. But I like to do that because it seems to help. Oceanside. That's funny. That's where my son's girlfriend lives. She got an accident. Somebody hit her while she was here. Car was parked. She's been riding her motorcycle. Yeah, she owns a motorcycle. This girl is badass, right? Definitely not me. So she rides her bike from Oceanside every couple of weeks. Okay, so you can make big ones, you can make little ones. I like the big ones because everybody likes the big, bulky earrings. I wouldn't mind living in Oceanside. Couldn't afford it, but I wouldn't mind living there. I have a sister-in-law. She lives in, she lived in El Cajon, and then she moved to Alpine with her daughter. They bought a house together. And we were there for Christmas, and it's beautiful. Just a beautiful area right by Sycuan Casino. So, of course, you got to go to the casino when you're out there. Alright, so on this one, you want to make sure you're going in the right way. I have a feeling I did not, though. Oh, okay, I did. Okay, no, see how it's towards the back? So if you want it to go higher, just get bigger jump rings. And then you can hang like a bead right in the center, which I've done before. YouTuber crafting content creator gathering. Interesting. Never heard of that. Shows you how much in the loop I am. That's a long drive. That would be what? It's 3.5 hours to Vegas from here. So that would be what? Like a 5.5 hour from Oceanside? That will be a fun trip. What hotel are you staying at? Yep, Holly, you're definitely true. As soon as you smell that air, you're in California, aren't you, Holly? I think once we get to Fillmore, you can just start smelling the salt air. And I'm driving to San Diego's the same. You can smell it and go, oh, that's just, I'm home. I'm here. All right, so I've got these two. Huh, you know what? I would love to have a yellow one of these little flowers. I think that would be really cute. Purple's not bad. Green is definitely a no-no. Well, I don't like either one of those. I do have a blue. No, it's a light blue. Ugh. Okay, well, those are going to be put aside. We might just leave them the way they are. Oh, Kentucky. Yeah, definitely better than driving from Florida. We wouldn't be driving. I would take a plane. So you're flying to Oceanside and then driving to Vegas, or are you guys flying to Vegas? I think I would fly. Unfortunately, I don't fly. And it's not because I'm afraid of flying. It's afraid of having a panic attack in midair and running towards the door. I have flown before, though. And I think once you get in the air, you're fine. But yeah, I'm not a big flyer. I tell you, when panic attacks became part of my life, they really took a lot of it away. I've got all these little ones here. You know, and these are like the simple $10 ones that I was telling you about. These you really don't need much. so nice to have quiet in here. We bought a bike. I bought a bike in Pismo. I bought an electric bike. Been riding it every night since we've been back, and I just forgot how fun riding a bike was. I haven't ridden one for 40 years. I figured it was 40 years. So getting on it was a challenge. It's one of those pedal assist, so you can pedal if you want, which I pretty much do most of the time. But in my neighborhood, it's like down a hill, up a hill. And when I used to ride a bike, it was like, well, I can go down the hill, but I basically walked it up the hill. My knees couldn't handle it. And so I've been trying to get in better shape. Trying to lose at least 6 pounds. I know that's not much, but I'm trying to get down about anywhere from 6 to 10. I don't know if I like silver with that. But then gold is too brass. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with the silver. I don't have any copper. These are pretty cool earring things. These are from AliExpress. And it's basically the bail and the hoop. And so for simple earrings, they're the easiest way to go. Put a hole in it, close up the bail, and look at that. You already got a pair of earrings, right? I did finish these before I came on. I didn't know what to do with these, so I just threw a bunch of jump rings on it. A lot of them, I just use those. Ooh, flying into LAX. Ho-hoo. Yeah, that's fun. Although LAX is pretty. I mean, it's pretty. Hopefully you won't have any fires by there. I know there were a couple that were over there. I'm sure they're probably gone by now. But it seems like every day there's a new one starting. Okay, so let's try one more, guys. One more. So now I have these, which are pretty much the fan shape as well. There's 2 of them. It should be that one. Oh, but I thank you guys for joining me today and helping me out. So just by looking at these, which ones would you use? Purple? See, I don't like the flower. It just takes so much of the vibe. Those are the same shape, so let's get out of that shape. What else do we got? Oh, I know. I know which one I can do. I don't know if I like these that much. There's so many beads that I put aside and decide, you know, I don't really care for those. I'm not going to use them. I know exactly what I'm looking for because I know it had the little centers. And of course, when you look for them, you can't find them. Oh, I do want to show you this. So, as we're talking with the Scream, and I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, anybody that's ordered a Scream cutter, they did get the outline. And I don't have the cutter in front of me, but basically, it was pretty much this, and we put it on the black cameo, but I didn't know how many people would like that background. So, with this cutter, I made one that fits exactly to the actual one. And you can see it. It's just a thin piece of black on the back. And then I just laid that on top. So that way, if you don't want that background, you can still make this into a Scream cutter. But without, you know what I mean? It's either that or you get my other ones, and that way you paint them. But see how this one's a lot thinner than this one, too? Those are just weird. These look more like the character Scream. So if you don't want this to set on, you just cut the outline of this and set it right on top. Alright, I am not finding what I wanted to. And they were a really cute pair of striped earrings. Let me try one more place here. Oh, if you guys saw my office, I know you guys saw it last year. It looks about as bad as it did then. And I'm probably going to drop a couple things here. As you can see, oh, there. I got so many stupid earrings. And some of these I'm going to have to go through and go, do I really like these? These are all my pumpkins. Okay, all I'm looking for is one more of these. Yes. Look at that. I found them. I haven't done anything with the bees yet. But this is just another stack that I just finished cleaning up. Now these would definitely put a post on them, because right now they're going to be at least 2.5 inches. Okay, and it doesn't really matter how you hang them. You can always turn them around. You know, you can go sideways. Facing in, facing out. It doesn't really matter, I guess. So, we'll hook these together and then we'll call it a day for now. I'm going to go put something in my tummy. And I will come back and work on some more earrings. And maybe we'll do another live. Oh, nice. Look at that. Came out of my Dremel here. So, I'm just trying to read it. Bye, Sweet Pea. I won't overwhelm myself any more normally than I do. Yeah, I'm not into Halloween and stuff like that, but everybody else is, so that's pretty much why I end up making them. I used to like Halloween as a kid, but now I'm just annoyed having to get up all the time. That's when you know that you're old. And this we're going to go kind of high. So putting a jump ring on these. And I pretty much just eye out where to put them, and it usually turns out to where they're lined up. So I don't get crazy on those. My throat is so dry this morning, and it tickles. All right, so if you go through the front to the back, you need to go from the back to the front. All right, so these are, I think these jump rings might be just a bit too small. No. I think we had a haunted house. Maybe. We've been in this house for 30 years. So we're going to say 31, 32 years ago. We had a nice haunted house with dry ice and all of that for the kids. That's about the last time. All right. I don't know why that one's not coming together. Okay, so there's those two. Okay. And, okay, I did hang them kind of backwards from the other. Now I'm just trying to find a post. I know I have bigger ones than these, but we're going to put these on just to look at them. These are all the same size. Oh, and then I do have a bigger one right here. This is a half post. Those might look actually better. All right, let's get a small jump ring, finish these up. And I wish I had something to show you that I've been working on, but I don't. I've got these gnomes for Christmas, and look how ugly the inside looks. And I don't like them. I really don't like them, so I don't think I'm going to sell those. So we've talked about this before. Most of the designs, all the designs that are basically in inches are mine, but most of the ones that are in millimeters on my site are somebody else's design. And I do test out every single cutter, because a lot of these people, they don't do clay as far as I know. They just design the cutters. And I don't think they think half of the time. Because if you see online, you'll see a lot of cutters that got really thin lines and stuff like that. And then you hear people complaining, oh, I can't get them out of the center. How do you do this? And even with cornstarch, they're tough. Those I won't put on my site. And I've probably got about 30 to 50 cutters that I have bought from other designers that I haven't listed for that reason. They just, they don't work. And this should be enjoyable, not frustrating. So I don't think these gnomes are going to make the cut. The screams that I've got, these, I had to get rid of the smallest size, which was 25, because it was so thin between the mouth and the cheek that you would have never gotten them out. So I got rid of that size. I know this is the same one that I just did. This one just does not want to go through. And I had another big one. I think I dropped it on the ground because I've been dropping as I'm working. Yeah, I think I like the bigger one than the smaller ones. Such a big earring as it is. It's still so quiet without Bandit barking. So maybe I'll be able to do more lives now, because Makita don't give a crap. She's just out there laying down. I don't know what I'm pricing these at, so and yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with those bees, Melly. I don't know what to hang off the top. I don't know if I should just put them on a post and leave them as is. And I don't normally make jewelry on videos, because as you can see, I grab so much stuff and change my mind. Alright, so these are these. And that's it. I don't know if you can see those. So basically, I literally have to figure out how to get my lives to go landscape instead of portrait. That is the number one thing I will research. Two, I need to be able to see you better. Where are you guys staying in Vegas? September 12th to the 18th? Oh, I don't have anything planned. Oh, go back to your workspace, Holly. And I know exactly where you are right now. I'm just like burnt out. And I don't know if it's because of the show. I don't know if it's because I have all of this. I mean, if you want to look in my office, you can. You got all of that. Got all of that. You've got all of that way up there and stuff that's even hidden. I mean, it's overwhelming to me, and that's why I had to kind of step back and get rid of some of this because I could keep making canes and flowers until the cows come home, but it's like then you've got boxes and boxes of unfinished jewelry that are just sitting there when you really need to kind of sell them. So I get it. I get the block. I hope this helped. I'm glad it helped. Um, I'll come back and do more. You know, I might have a free day tomorrow, but this is all we're doing, guys. We're just putting things together, and I don't want to bore y'all. There's another one. We have a little ice skate. This is online, and what I thought would be really cool is take some satin cord or something and just get like a 1 millimeter thread and then create a bow and then stick it into the clay. I don't know how satin cord would be in an oven at 275. If anybody knows, let me know. But I think that would be so much fun. And then I'll probably paint this like a gold or a silver um for the actual blade. So that's all I want to do is kind of holiday stuff because I've got enough of this stuff. So I just want some easy cutout. Let's go. And hopefully draw everybody in. So yeah, just let me know where you're gonna stay. I don't know. I mean, I can always go to Vegas. I've never driven Vegas alone, so I'd have to take somebody with me. We always stay at South Point, which isn't on the strip, but they do a lot of conferences there. So who knows? You might be at South Point Casino. But it's fantastic. The restaurants, everything in there is just great, and they're great people. So that's where we stay. We don't stay at the Bellagio, and why spend $300-400 for a room that you're just gonna sleep in? It's crazy. So South Point's like $89 or 105 and stuff like that, or that's how it used to be. And there's always something going on there, whether it's a rodeo or they have an inside rodeo, so it's pretty big and pretty cool. They've got 2 bowling alleys. I think I told you that when we came back from Vegas last time. They're just huge. A huge hotel, but I love it. So who knows? Maybe it'll happen. But either way, I'm gonna let all of you guys go. The satin cord is nylon. Will probably melt in the oven. Yeah, I probably could. And thank you, Mrs. Miggins. I appreciate that. I still sound like a dork, hence the name. um, okay, I know leather probably wouldn't work in the oven either. I think it would make it too brittle. But yeah, I could add it later and just do like a resin drop or something like that and just stick it to that. So I'm gonna have to try that. No, thank you, Holly. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for just joining in. I don't even know how many people. We got 19 people here. Yay. I just needed somebody to throw back ideas. I know I only made one earring that I needed your help with, but I promise we're going to do this again. Whether it's tomorrow, or it's going to have to be this week or not until I get back from Palm Springs, which is Monday, maybe Tuesday. But right now, Monday, I can't miss work. I can't afford it. But we'll do one more. But this time, I'm going to pull the ones that I really need your advice. These I'm just going to hang. I'm not going to do a bunch of fancy stuff. But adding beads and stuff to the ones, those are the ones I'm going to concentrate with you. So I'm going to say goodbye to all of you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, it worked. We just got to figure out how to make lives a little bit better. So again, thank you all for joining. All your orders, if you placed them, everything is out in the mail. I have nothing left today. So I'm going to go grab something to eat and I'm going to come back and get back to work. So thanks again, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Now I got to learn how to shut this off because I just don't know. I dropped you instead, didn't I? All right, now we're back to where we were. I don't even know how to shut this off, guys. Isn't that sad? Let's see. Ta-da. Ta-da. I think I just closed it. I don't know how to end it. Isn't that funny? All right, guys. See you later. Bye.